Sorry about that. So this is an arithmetic sequence. I go from one position to the next by adding the same number each time. So in this case, I'm adding 3. In this case, I'm adding 5 each time. From 1 to 6, add 5. From 6 to 11, add 5. From 11 to 16, add 5. So the hallmark of the arithmetic sequence is that you add the same thing each time. That quantity is called the common difference. And we mark that by the letter D. D for common difference. It has a formula. What D is equal to, and it says, I pick any two that are side by side. Here I'm going to pick the 10 and 7. If I take 10, subtract 7, I get 3. 10 to subtract 7, I get 3. That tells me how I got from 7 to 10. I could pick the first two. If I take 6, subtract 1, I get 5. They have to be side by side. That says I got to 6 by adding 5. So that says I pick any two that are side by side and I subtract them. It's A sub k plus 1 subtract A sub k. A sub k plus 1 comes after A sub k. So in this particular instance, I subtracted A2 from A3. Here I subtracted A2 from A1. And then I would get essentially how I got there. It has a formula, and by the way, these formulas will be available to you, and I don't know whether the formula sheet is up on the exam. You won't have to memorize these particular guys. And it says the nth term. Now when it means nth term, what I'm talking about here is what I've said before. It's the sequence generator. That's your sequence generator. The nth term is the sequence generator. It's A sub n is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D, where D is A sub k plus 1 minus A sub k. So that's the formula that if you have an arithmetic sequence, you're going to be dealing with each time. So this says, in problems 1 through 10, an arithmetic sequence is given. Find the common difference, D, and write out the first 4 terms. Well, first of all, I write out the terms, then it's easy enough to find D. S sub n is equal to n minus 5. So that says that S sub 1 is 1 minus 5, which is minus 4. S sub 2 is 2 minus 5, which is minus 3. S sub 3 is 3 minus 5, which is minus 2. S sub 4 is 4 minus 5, which is minus 1. So what's D? Well, pick any two that are side by side. I'll pick the first two. It's minus 3 minus a minus 4. Or D is positive 1. That says I get from one position to the next by adding 1. Negative 4 plus 1, negative 3. Negative 3 plus 1, negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1, negative 1. And the first 4 terms of the sequence is minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Now, B sub n is 3n minus 1. so that b sub 1 is 3 times 1 plus 1, which is 4. B sub 2 is 3 times 2 plus 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. B sub 3 is 3 times 3 plus 1, which is 10. B sub 4 is 3 times 4 plus 1. 12 plus 1 is 13. What's D? 3. So D would be, now I'm going to pick the last two. 13 minus 10, which is 3. So that's a sub k plus 1 minus a sub k. And the first 4 terms is 4, 10, up, 4, 7, 10, and 13.